Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome to my Wii screen. We're going to do the ritualistic Wii screen intro that was so typical of Let's Play back in 2010 or 11 or whatever, like anytime pre-Wii U, where I make you guess, what are we going to play? Are we going to play the photo channel? Are we going to play the Wii Shop channel? The Wii Shop channel is probably even enjoyable to play, but we actually aren't going to play any of those. As you can see, I have a GameCube game in the disc slot, and we're going to boot up what's in there. So it is like just to complete the ritual of our Let's Play experience. Today is a beautiful. There's enough free space. Don't go freaking out on me. If you click no, nothing happens. It's just like no, but it makes you go yes. Yes, Sega. This is freaking loud. Oh my god. I had even turned it down in advance. And it's like anyway, it's a beautiful summer afternoon on Saturday the 26th of June, and I'm going to play some games for you soon, just as soon as I have decided what I want to finish talking about first. So it's a beautiful sunny afternoon and it's 26th of June, it's a Saturday. I've got an espresso with me, which I just sipped. I've got some sparkling water with me, which I also just sipped. And today, we're really feeling the sunshine because we're going to be playing Sonic Or. Be prepared to see this screen multiple times. It's going to be burned into your retinas. That's Sonic Or with the little floating flag. Also, as you can see from, I guess, from the newer Traveler's Tales logo, because that's something that strikes me as interesting. This is like a newer port of Sonic Or, which is on Sonic Gems collection for the GameCube. I'm guessing back in whenever 1997, when it came out for the Sega Saturn first, the original probably had the old Traveler's Tales logo, if you guys can remember what that looks like. So yeah, we're not going to be doing anything special here because I'm not insane. I'm not going to be getting all the Chaos Emeralds. I'm not going to be getting all the coins because I think you actually have to be a crazy person to do that. However, in some previous life, I was some sort of crazy person because at some point in my previous career, and also this is like the most horrific save load screen of all time. In some previous life, which I cannot remember, not only did I finish the game, as in beat all the courses, but I also unlocked Metal Sonic. So I'm going to load that data, and that must have been like in a fever dream weekend or something like that, because I honestly have zero memory of doing that. Like, I have zero memory of of completing these races, because you have to finish first place in every race to get Robotnik, as far as I know. Metal Sonic, I think it's just the first unlockable character, thanks be to God. But yeah, otherwise you can play as Amy in a car, you can play as Knuckles, you can play as Tails, who sucks, by the way. Not in general, but in this game, he sucks. I gave him a chance and he's awful. Or Sonic, who's actually quite good. And as far as I know, these are like the last appearances of these characters in their classic forms. So Tails and Knuckles haven't changed that much, but this is the last appearance of like classic Sonic and classic Amy, and I guess classic Robotnik, before Sonic Adventure overhauled their designs. As you can see, I haven't unlocked the cursed Tails doll, the cursed Metal Knuckles, or the cursed Egg Poo. I almost said Egg Robo. Why do we need all those characters? Because once you've unlocked Metal Sonic, my beloved Metal Sonic favorite, well, I won't say favorite Sonic character, that's kind of a tall order, but like, I love Metal. My love for Metal Sonic knows no bounds, as you guys surely know by now. Why would you ever play as anyone else? if you have access to Metal Sonic. Plus, this game, by the way, you might be looking at it going like, what the fuck is going on? This is like a Sonic racing game. But it's not like a car racing game like... It's not like a car racing game like like Supersonic Racing. It's not like a car racing game like what is Sega Sonic All-Stars Racing or whatever it's called, or Sega Sonic Racing All-Stars Transformed or Transformed. It's not like it's not one of those because you have no car unless you're Amy or Dr. Robotnik, because obviously he just rolls differently. Which is helpful as far as I know as well, because as far as I know, Robotnik, a little bit like Metal Sonic, can go over water. Obviously they're not Truman from the Truman Show, because they can just like, because we all know Truman can't cross the water. I don't think I even need to talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack to this game, a lot of people ironically like the soundtrack to this game. I will unapologetically say I 110% unironically love the soundtrack to this game. It is like, and I think one of the big reasons for it is it's like the music that I grew up hearing. It's like the music that I grew up listening to. Like when I was like 6, 7, 8 years old, it was like all of this kind of like, I suppose it's like weird kind of like drum and bass, acid, jazzy, dance, rave music. It's just bizarre. And the fact that like this game has music like that is just insane. So yeah. A couple of things if you've like never played this game before. The fact that I'm like playing as Metal Sonic might confuse you for the answer might surprise you. It's like those things like, this British doctor has discovered a way to remove all your earwax or something like that, and it's like, the answer might surprise you, or number 3 will shock you, or whatever it says. Living in the City, by the way, another classic. Can that even be denied? I don't think so. So, like, definitely take the opportunity to crank it up. We're gonna take this as if we need to. As I say, like, me playing as Metal Sonic might confuse you a little bit, because when you see me do the things I do, like jumping around like crazy. So, like, Metal Sonic has a couple of benefits that a lot of the other characters don't have. For one, he's frickin' fast. Also, I didn't mean to go this way because it's actually slower as far as I know. Metal Sonic is frickin' fast. Oh, we can actually take this this weird shortcut. Because we had 50 rings, we could pay for it. It's almost like Gateway to Glimmer here. First of all, Metal Sonic is frickin' fast as all get out. Secondly, because he's like a floating robot character, he can actually like, whereas all the other characters sink if they go into the water, Metal Sonic can just like, now he's not like, he can't float over it like Robotnik, because Robotnik is actually able to float over the water. But Metal Sonic does have a certain amount of invulnerability to water, as in he won't like sink into it completely. He won't like sink into it completely if you he won't like sink into it, what am I trying to say? He won't like sink into it like extremely quickly. You still have a chance to jump, right? To be able to just go across the water indefinitely, pretty much. And I think we're going to come first on this one as well. Because if we hit this, yeah, it'll pretty much like take us to the end. So if you keep jumping, pretty much you're never going to sink into the water, which is just insane. The other thing is that as far as I can tell, Metal Sonic, when you jump, you get a speed boost. Because I've had like a couple of instances where where I've been behind characters and just by, like, Knuckles, for example, always seems to be the character that's in front of me when I play as Metal Sonic. And I've had instances where I jump and I just get ahead of him, so, I don't know. That seems to also be an advantage. Not only is he crazy fast, not only can he, like, traverse water, which that's usually, like, the biggest pain in the ass for any character, case in point. I think this is a shortcut. I get lost on Regal Ruin. This is like the stage where I have like no idea where I'm going, and you have like all these like weird turns that I never know like what to do. You mightn't be able to tell from you mightn't be able to whoa. Let's just restart this one just because I'm confused. You mightn't be able to tell from the way I'm playing, or just from watching, but controlling this game feels weirder than it looks. That's like the easiest way to describe it, is that like, whoa. Controlling this game feels just strange. It's one of those games where you have to hold forward in order to go, right? Which means that, whoa. And what that means is that, Robotnik, you're really, like, getting on my last nerve. I saw you trying to shoot me with that missile earlier. I don't think I didn't. This is what happens when you sink into the water, by the way. You just, like, drop under there and eat shit, pretty much. But yeah, it's one of those games where, like, it's one of those games where you have to, like, hold forward to go. So there's not, like, an accelerate button, you literally just, like, hold forward. Which I really am not the biggest fan of, to be perfectly honest. Because, I'm really not, like, the biggest fan of that, for the simple reason that, see, Knuckles, again, is, like, my greatest rival here, which is no surprise. He's a cool dude. He's Knuckles. He's a rapper's angel, for crying out loud. Whoa, Knuckles is, like, taking some sort of weird shortcut there or something. Don't think I can't steal your tricks, you wily echidna. You sussy baka. Is that like the first time I've ever said that in my entire life? Also, I'm in dead last place. Purely because I don't know where I'm going. Okay, now I'm not in last place. Can I finish a thought here? So I came fourth, so technically I lost to a bunch of losers. You blithering pile of bolts, is probably what Dr. Robotnik would say. What's the difference between replay and retry? Let's try, let's figure it out. Is replay, does that bring you back to the stage select screen, hopefully, and save us some time? Oh no, it doesn't. Just makes us play this again. Oh no, it just shows a replay. Okay, well, whatever. I know, you don't need to remind me of my loss. Anyway, controlling this game is very strange. The reason I don't like using forward to go forward or to accelerate or whatever is because it means that you have to like pull off the forward button a little bit if you want to turn. Now what I should actually do, and I've just thought of this right now, what I should actually do is like use the D-pad, which feels really awkward on the GameCube controller. I don't like it. I should just be using no, I can't do this. The D-pad on the GameCube is just too bad. Sorry, like everything else about this controller is brilliant. You love everything else about the GameCube controller. It's the best controller ever made, but the D-pad sucks major balls. There's another example of just Metal Sonic being broken as all get out. We're about to lap Dr. Robotnik, I think. This is the best song in the game! I always go the wrong way in this stage. This is the best song in the game. Work it out. It's so good. Like, go and like turn on this song after you watch this video and just like play the song itself. It is absolutely amazing. Happen. Work it out, make it happen. Work it out, make it happen. Work it out, work it out. You've gotta make it real. You've got to make it real. You've gotta make it real. How am I still in first? I'm taking like the slowest route possible. The only reason I'm winning these races is because I'm Metal Sonic. If I was any other character, I'd be dead last. What was I even talking about? I was talking about this game, probably. But yeah, I think like the reason why it's hard to play it then is because if you're using the there's Knuckles. Did I just like lap him? Because if I did, then it's crazy. Does the game want me to go this way? Oh, there's someone at the door. 2 seconds. Sorry, that was like my mother, which is a good thing too. She's probably like the only one that I would permit to interrupt Work It Out of all things. Sake. Sorry, that song is crazy. I can't even remember what I was talking about. It's probably a good thing too. We got first place as well. So far, Regal whatever Knuckles' house, the Knuckles level is the only one that we haven't come first place on so far. I honestly, like, here I am now thinking I probably just beat all the stages with Metal Sonic is how I got first place in them. But, because now we're moving on to the last one, Radiant Emerald, which just looks crazy. It's kind of like a Rainbow Road kind of a stage. I can't remember this course for shit either, because I haven't played it since whatever time that was where I, where I beat this game, apparently. Also, I can't collect rings for shit, apparently, either. Now I'm thinking, like, it can't have been that difficult for me to beat this, since, like, I'm getting on so well on this, like, first random go. But yeah, basically, all I wanted to do for this playthrough is just enjoy myself, pretty much. Okay, which way do I go now? That's the one thing that, like, bothers me a little bit about this game, is that sometimes you just, like, have no idea where you're supposed to go. It's, like, very, like, there's something about, like, the combination of the seeming lack of depth perception, like, that you feel like you can't, like, I don't know, like, you can't, like, see where you're going, everything looks the same, or else, like, there are just these, like, these levels, like the first levels in the game, like especially like the Regal Canyon or whatever it's called. That's what it's called, isn't it? Regal Canyon? That like Regal Canyon level where it's just like completely open and you're like, where the hell am I supposed to go? Like, it's not like your standard racing game where like it's just like a clear track. It's not like Mario Kart where it's like really obvious where you're supposed to go. It's like there, just coming up to that crossroads. It's like, how are you supposed to know that that the left turn is the way to go and the right turn isn't, unless you just remember it? Like, usually things work out in the end. It's strange because the game doesn't usually know where everyone is. Now this is different because it's probably like the only one that feels like an actual track, you know? This is the only one that feels like it's an actual course. So this one's probably different, but the other ones where it's open a lot of the time with like the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, I feel like the game doesn't know where everyone is, so it doesn't know who's in first or who's on second or what's on third. It's like an Abbott and Costello joke in here or something. So a lot of the time you'll just see yourself in fourth and then you'll just move a little bit and you'll end up in first place like this. But there you go, not that difficult actually. Now I hope I didn't give you the impression that this game is easy, because every single one of those levels, right, if you want to, so every single one of those levels has Chaos Emeralds to pick up, where you have to hunt around randomly in the stage to get them. They're all in hidden places, and you also have to win, so come in first, second, or third if you want to keep them, as far as I remember. And also, like, there are these 5 hidden coins in every level, which you, in order to unlock each hidden character, you have to get all 5 coins in one go, as well as finish and win, right? So try doing that. It's bullshit. It's so insanely difficult. So this isn't an easy game. Like, actually just racing in it is quite simple, but if you want to 100% it, which I'm not going to do, it's actually not that easy. So yeah, that's probably just like one video, is it? The one video filler LP. That's what I was talking about. I was just talking about how I wanted to, the intention of this video, or this LP, really, was just to have some fun, for the very reason that, look, Pokemon Shield is over. I'm still working on Twilight Princess HD, and I think for the time being, rather than starting some big new, like, large project, I'd like to do some, like, filler Let's Plays that are just nice and short and casual, you know? Like this. Especially Sonic's birthday, Sonic's 30th birthday, we need to represent, you know, on this channel. His channel has always been very Sonic friendly. See, considering that I am I'm probably the nicest Sonic super mega fan you'll ever meet. That's actually possibly true. So yeah, we need to represent for Sonic's 30th birthday on this channel, and this is just the start. There's a couple of other games I'd love to do. I'd love to do Sonic Generations this year, considering that was released for Sonic's 20th birthday. I might even do some Sonic Heroes. Maybe like a normal playthrough, not the Chaotix one I did for Butt Vaults that time. Maybe just a Team Sonic playthrough or something. Or maybe I'll play through as Team Dark just so that I can hear Omega say "worthless consumer models," which is like wait a second, it's like, what are the options in terms of epic quotes? You either have "worthless consumer models" if you pick Team Dark. If you pick Team Sonic, you get to hear "look at all those Eggman's robots." You get to, if you pick Team Rose, you get to hear "Cheese, get 'em!" And if you pick Team Chaotix, you just get to hear Vector making crazy shouting noises like "rah rah rah" like that. So anyway, I shouldn't be talking over this amazing music. Like, the soundtrack to this game is so, like, iconic and also, like, unorthodox, I guess. Like, it's an extremely unorthodox soundtrack, and yet it fits somehow. It's definitely of its time, and for some reason it just seems to go with what you're doing here, you know? How many times are we going to see this? First, there's, like, the subliminal messaging Sonic Ore page, which gets burned into your retinas. And now here's, like, the Sega subliminal. It's not even subliminal, it's just like, it's like A Clockwork Orange or something like that. You can picture Yuji Naka, the supervisor, co-creator of Sonic, creator of Billy Hatcher, and Nights into Dreams, having me hooked up in some sort of chair with my eyes propped open, forcing me to watch Nights into Dreams. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for Sonic Ore. I'm going to let this amazing music play you out with this amazing ending screen. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to say bye now. See you in the next video, whatever it is.